Hello, good morning, good evening. How are you doing? I'm good, thank you. I've been looking forward to this all day. And I think I need to open my washing machine. One moment. Alright. Is the Queen's Queen set up properly? I think it is. No? Yes? No? Okay. I think so. Alright, let's get to it. No time to waste. We are going to make some unit tests. Ow. We are going to make some unit tests and let me see. Is this working properly? Check. Check. Yeah, okay, nice. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Unit tests. Yes, okay. We are going to test the list informer for class. So yesterday we tested the informer class, and we tested. Let's see, what did we test? Using the informer update to update a value. Then we did using the update current method. Then we tested the update method without force update, without force up. Yep. So we tested both methods. One with force update and one without force update. Hey Charles, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. All right, let's go. Let's start with creating a file. We want to test the list informer feature. So we'll build a class. It's a very simple snippet. We kind of want to mock this as well, yeah. Shall we put this in a separate file, because we do want to use it in different tests. So I think we should make a mock map. Should we call it like that? No. Mocks. Should we call it mocks? Yeah. Okay, and then we'll say notify mock. Dart. Now we do want to call this notify mock then. Notify mock. Hey Zakaria, thank you for following. Cool. To follow us in the first 10 minutes. That never happened. Right, notify mock. Let's see. Notify mock. And then move this to here. Oh yeah. Okay. Now I think we need to import it here somewhere. Yeah. Exactly. No problem. Then we can use it here as well. We might want to have the other test next to it, because we're going to copy a lot of things. Hello, Scavia. Zakaria. Let's see. Focus. I get distracted very easily. Let's see. Main. So we put a main method here so we can test it. We can remove this one, by the way, because we've tested it. You want to see if it runs, by the way? So this is what we made yesterday. These tests. So they run, they work, and everything is cool. And now we can remove this, because when we want to run all the tests, what we do is run it here, and it will say, okay, make a class notifiers test extends unit test, and then kind of remove this, and we'll say all tests of the informer package, and then we'll have the features here. And so the one feature I already made yesterday is the informer feature. You just put it there, and then if you want to run all the features, you just do notifiers test. Yeah, that's it. And that's how we're gonna run all the other tests as well. So for example, extends unit feature like this, and then we know we can also add it here, list informer feature, like this. And now it's thinking it needs these things, but it doesn't. Alright. Scenarios, that's not a string. Nice. Oh, I need to put the timer, by the way, because I need to take a break for my eyes every now and then. Here it is. Yes, what do you want to ask? Zakaria? Let me get some coffee. Caffeine free. Yes, because I need to sleep in 2 hours. Nice. I also need to eat, by the way. I must not forget that. Okay. Let's see. So we have the list informer feature. If we look at the informer feature, how it starts is with a description. We'll say list informer. That's the feature, and we just put a description there so we see it in the logging. That's the main reason. So the logging will show this. So it's easy to see which test belongs where. Informer feature to the Dart. Is that the file? Interesting. All right. Scenario. So let's create a scenario. Description. Let's first look at the list informer and which methods we want to test, right? Because if you don't know what you want to test, then that's a bad start. We have the update method here, the update current method, just like the informer. Then we have the add method. Then we have the remove method. Then we have the remove last method. Update first where or null, and that's about it. I don't think I'm going to test these. Well, we could. Contains. No, we're not going to test this. Contains also not really. No, not really. Is this a proper toString value? Right. Let's improve the informer toString as well. And then we have the map informer also. Zakaria, you want to know how to handle responsiveness, right? Let me see. There's a package called screenutil. You can use that. This one. Or you can just look at these calculations and then do it yourself. So basically what responsiveness, right? Yeah. Responsive. Field stacks. Look at this one. Field stacks. He's the best. I think this is from 3 years ago, but it's still valid. Yeah, I think. Have a look at this. I'll put it in the chat. If I know how to put it in the chat. You're on Twitch. Shall I go to Twitch? Is this the way to go? Yeah, I'm kind of new to streaming, you know. Perhaps I can do it with my app. So I always get this message like, you can manage your stream here. Alright, yeah. Right. Can I chat as well here? Yeah. Nice. Paste. Cool. Check out this video. So yeah, also have a look at the layout builder, but I think he explains it very well. You're welcome. And then the other package that I was showing, the screen util, it's basically just a utility to make sure that if you want that some things are scaling properly. Like if you have a design that's made on a screen with a width of 400, and then you say, okay, I want to have it exactly in the same. Say that in English. Like percentage wise, you want to have the same. What's it called again? The same dimensions. Anyway, so you want to have it look the same on a bigger screen, exactly, percentage wise. Then you can use that. It does some calculations. It's very simple actually. Just compares the original width to the new width, and then does the same with all the sizes. Very good explanation. Yeah, just check it out. Okay, let's see. So we went over these methods, and we want to test this one and this one, and I think we can kind of like copy a lot of the stuff that we did here as well already, and then these are new. Yeah, it's a lot of work to be honest. But yep, I want to do this. I think so. Let's just do it. Okay, so using the list informer dot update to update the list. Then we have a couple steps that we want to do. We say given because that's Gherkin style, you know. Gherkin given the list informer, yeah, is at starting value, and then here we would say, okay, we have a list informer, the system on the test. That's how we would call it. Mocks. We're not doing anything with the mocks, so at least not for now. We can do this as well. Say list informer. So this is the class that we want to test. We already said it here. And we give this generic here, so we can. So this step here, this system on the test knows that it's this class, so you don't have to cast it. System on the test, list informer, and we'll just say no. Right? Can we do that? No, we can't. Can we not do that? Interesting. Could be a point of improvement here. T value. T. Okay, and here it says T. Variable list T. Ah, right. Okay. So list cannot be. So it's just an empty list. Yeah, that's fine. I think. Yeah. Would there ever be a case that you want it to be nullable? What's the question? Is that there? Maybe. let's leave it for now. I'd rather have, like in practice, in coding, did you have an empty list instead of a null value? But I can also imagine that some people might want it to be nullable. Shall we just allow it then? No, that's not good. Screw it. Let's continue. Okay. So, given this is the step where we sketch or make sure that the starting situation is whatever you describe it. So the list informer is at starting value. Now, what is the starting value? Let's define that in our examples. So we have something called examples here, and with these examples, they will run for every scenario, for every series of steps. So you have given, when, then, later, like here, and for each example, it will run these steps with the values of these examples. Really cool. Let me show you how that works. So we'll have a unit example. We'll say values, and the starting value of the first one is an empty list, right? And we might want to do another test with a list that's not empty. What kind of values shall we put in the list? Like a string? Yeah, I think a string will be nice. So here we'll say, all right, this list will contain a list of strings. So the first value will be this, and then our second example could be yo. Okay. Nice. So now, when we should run this test, let's see. You could see that it runs one time for these values, an empty one, and then another time for these two values. Pretty cool. Yeah. So let's continue. Of course, the tests are succeeding because we haven't done really done anything yet. Is this right? Is this readable? No, not really. All these shortcuts. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Like this. Alright, okay. Alright, yeah, we might want to add more examples later for, I don't know why, what, but we'll see. There might be another value that we want to test and be dynamic. The list informer is at starting value, so okay, we're gonna make sure that the list informer, which is the system on the test, has the starting value. So we'll do this, update, we're using the update method, so, but this is just to make sure that the starting value is right. So we're using this method, but it's not the step where we're gonna test it yet. Okay, update starting value. So in order to get the starting value from the unit example, we have the example here. This one is nullable and optional because yeah, there might be occasions where you don't want to use examples. So, but in this case, we do want to use it. We have this convenience method called first value, so that will automatically cast it to the right value. Be careful though, it's a dangerous, it's a dangerous method. It can easily go wrong, but if you're aware of what you're doing and what's happening, then it's a nice method to have. Okay, starting value, update it with starting value, if that's possible. No, actually, it's not an int. It's a list of strings. Yo. And then starting value is this. Okay, and now we can expect the system on the test dot value to be the starting value. So that's our first test. Let's see if it works. I think it will. No, it doesn't. List dynamic is not a subtype of list string typecast. Right, so this system under test here. Is that the reason? No. Which one is it? As the value. What am I doing? Did I find a flaw? Right, no. So this was not per se necessary. We could leave it here, but I think this is the one. So the compiler thinks that this is dynamic list. Now it should work, right? Yes. Okay. So now that that works, so this will automatically be cast because then it knows it has strings, right? And this one didn't know it, so this one thought, okay, this one is dynamic. It could be anything. Oh, break. Time for a break. So this could be dynamic, right? But we knew it wasn't. Okay. I need to take a break. I need to take the breaks seriously. I always skip them. So I'll be right back. Be right back. And I might make myself some food as well, quickly. So, be right back. 4 minutes. See you. Oh, damn. I don't have any food. screen again. I don't have the patience for 5 minutes. Sorry. Let's go. All right. I took off my AirPods. I was trying them in. See if I liked it better when I was talking, but I don't like it better, I think. Let's go. Restart. So, second step. Let's remove it again. Second step. Put some spacing here, so my head is not in front of the code. Given the list informer is at starting value. Okay. When then? No, just when. When. Yeah, we can kind of copy. The informer value gets updated. Yeah. Right. And the informer value gets no, the list informer. When the list informer value gets updated, with a new value. So this will be the new value. New list. And this one will have another new list. Okay, nice. Yeah, now they look the same. Okay. So in this when step, we're just gonna perform the action. There's not really much that we can expect here, or verify, or whatever. At least not for this step right now. So yeah, when the list informer value gets updated with a new value, that's what we should do. System on the test. With list informer dot update. Let's be precise. Update. So the second value, this is the final new value, is example dot second value, new value. Okay. Now we can remove this as well, by the way. Then the list informer should have the new value as its value. All right. Oops, you cannot see what I'm doing. So now in order to test this, we can of course look at the example values and then do the expect with the example values, like expect system on the test value to be the first value, right? That was the no, the second value, sorry. And this test would succeed probably. However, to make this test a little bit more valid, what we can do is write this actual value into a box. So we'll do this box, write, we'll say 0, or we'll say starting value is starting value, and then no, actually Let's not do it with the starting value, not bad, but with the new value. So box right, new value, then we'll say new value. It's a new value, and then here we can get that new value is box read. I have a snippet for it, and we know that this is gonna be a list with string. And then we'll say this is the key. The key. This is the key. And then what we can do. Actually, we don't have to put the generic here. It's nice to do it, but it would work as well. It would work either way. Let's keep it there. Okay, now let's see if this works. If this test runs well. Nice. So here you can see using the list informer.update to update the list. Example 1 values with this. Test started. Given the list informer is at starting value, well, that succeeds. When the list informer value gets updated with a new value with list informer.update, yes, then it sees that we're writing this new value with this value as list string. Nice, nice, nice. Logging, it's working. And then the list informer should have the new value as its value, and that succeeds as well. Now you might say this logging is a little bit, how do you say that? Shabby? Shabby? Is that a word? Shabby. Shabby. Shovel. Yeah. It's a little bit shabby. It's true, true. Let's drink some coffee. Let's drink some more coffee. Caffeine free. Where were we? Shit, I forgot. Damn it. I forgot what I was saying. That happens a lot. The logging, yeah. So the logging, you could say it's a little bit shabby, right? So we can add our own logging. So here we'll say log info. Info setting starting value of the list informer as starting value. All right, and then we'll say log success starting value set. All right, and here we'll say okay, info setting the new value, setting the value of the list informer to the new value of new value. Pretty cool. We'll say success also. New value set. And then info checking if new value value of list informer has updated to new value. And we'll know that when the statement when it's running this statement, that this has succeeded, or else it will throw, right? So we can safely say here log success, list informer has the new value. Cool. And we can run it, and now we have even better logging. Look at this. Given the list informer as a starting value, setting starting value of the list informer as an empty one. Starting value set. When setting the value of the list informer to the new value of new list, new value set, writing, then it should have the new value as its value. Checking if list informer has updated to new value, to this, and then successfully list informer has the new value. Cool. And the same goes for this. Alright. Now, what was that? Let's continue with the next one. I think it's kind of the same, but also a little bit different. So if we look at the informer feature here, right? If we compare it to what we just made, then it looks very much the same. So I'm thinking like, what if we just copy this one? And then we'll say, okay. Wait a minute. Another thing that we need to do is define a setup each. So let's see. Yep. So we want for each scenario to run. That's what the each mean. It means for each scenario we want it to reset the list informer, because it will, or else it will keep it alive. I mean for each example inside the unit scenario. Am I saying it right? Let's double check. Yeah, so you have the right. So you have the yeah. Yeah, what we want to do, make sure, is that it resets for every example. So we don't want this value to keep hanging around for the next example, for the next test, right? And if we don't reset it with the setup each, then wait a second, update to this. This can be null because you don't have to define your system on the test on the feature level. It's never null in the scenario level, but on the feature level you don't have to define it, because you can also define it here. So this one is nullable, but we know we defined it here, so we know we have it here. And setup each for every setup. For every setup, for every series of steps examples, we will now reset it and give you a little bit more better insight into why. You see here, it's setting it here with this callback, and then the loop starts of all the examples. So it's defined here, and it kind of stays alive for each example. And if you don't want that to happen, then this setup teardown method is also being called for each example, because of this test method and because it's in this group. So yeah, this way we make sure that this method gets called for each example. I hope you understand it. Let's see. So here we'll have an empty list, and not an informer, but a list informer. Alright. Right, now this setup each is going to be applicable to each scenario, so also to this one. So we don't have to define it here because it's defined on a feature level. Now these examples, they're a bit weird because these examples were made for the informer, which only holds one value, and in this case we have a list of strings. So let's ditch those. I'm getting tired. Or actually, let's see. Yeah, so let's just create new ones. We're gonna test the update current method, and what that does is it's a method that gives the current value, and then it expects a new value. It's just a convenience method, right? So we'll say, okay, values. You'll first have a list of first list, and then you'll have your second list. And then you'll have the value to be added to the list. Right. And then you'll have another one. First list. Wait a second. Yeah, let's just keep it like this. I was thinking, do we also want to demonstrate removing stuff? Nah, we'll do that with the actual remove method. Okay, good choice. Given the informer value, given the list informer value, is it starting value? Okay, starting value. System on a test update. This is all pretty much. Ah, cool. It's all pretty much, yeah, kind of the same as we did here. Just giving it a starting value, right? Now, instead of saying here we're testing, okay, it has the value of the starting value. Another way to test it is this one is not empty anymore, because we know that it starts out empty. It's a bit more trickier because, you know, this static value, someone might change it somehow, I don't know, for some reason. And then your whole test will fail because someone changed it here. So let's not do it like this then, but let's just expect the real value. And do the same here. Expect system on the test that value is the starting value. Cool. We can copy this actually. And let's see if this is used in more places. Yes, it is. Check. All right. Now, as you can see, what it does here is it writes the starting value into the box because we want to with the previous test, we wanted to use this value here in the assertion. But I'm thinking that we're not going to do that for this one. Because what we want to test is that the new list is a list of these values combined. Because that's what the update current method is going to do. So let's just remove this entirely. We also don't need the starting value, and or actually we might do. Yeah, let's keep it there, and then we'll do an expect here, then saying we expect the starting value and the new value to be part of this list. True. Okay, when the informer value gets no, that's not wrong. When the list informer gets a value added with the update current method, that's what's going to happen. So we'll say, okay, final value to be added is example second value, right? There it is. Then we'll add it, system on the test, update current, and then we'll say return the current, but also add the value to be added. And then we'll say, okay, no, then we'll say box right value to be added, value to be added. Cool. And yeah, so usually, like I said before, the when is not really some place where you expect stuff to do, to expect stuff. So we'll do that in the next one. Then the informer, this is probably right. Then the list informer should contain both the starting value and the new value, and the value to be added. And the value that was added. Let's keep it English. Okay. Now, let's see. Expect system on a test value contains box read starting value, right? True. And the other one, value to be added. And we can all, of course, combine this, but let's just do two expects because it looks cool. Now we didn't add any logging, but let's just see. Let's run them all again. It's gonna run the first ones as well. Cool, it's not working. Nice. Unsport cannot add to an unmodifiable list. Oh, is that so? Is it unmodifiable? What? Why did I make it unmodifiable? Will this work then? Why is it unmodifiable? is interesting. Let's remove this for a second. Update current. Interesting. Interesting. I think I need to take a break for this. Alright, taking a break again for my eyes. 25 minutes. Probably gonna be back in 2 minutes again. But whatever. Hey, nice. Unmodifiable list, Alright. I'm back. Yo. I ordered some food. Yep. Okay. Where were we? It was failing because the list is unmodifiable. Why is that? Well, it's because this value, this list is unmodifiable. And how is that possible, ladies and gentlemen? Ah, wait a minute. It is because this list is unmodifiable. Am I saying this right? Unmodifiable? I thought it was growable anyway if you did this. If you did this, right? Like, I thought this was growable by default. It might be. It might be that the bug is somewhere else. Yeah, it is. Right. Interesting. So we're actually trying to solve it in the wrong way. So this list is unmodifiable. I'm thinking if we do like this list from actually, yeah, list empty growable, no, list from growable true. Will this run? Succeed? No. We're almost there. So this is gonna work, I think. No. That is strange though. So we can do a logging here. Log system on the test. No, sorry, log info. System on the test, the value. See? To string. First list, value to be added to the list. Okay. Why does it not contain it? That's weird. Did I make a typo here? symbol. Interesting. First list. Wait a second. I don't understand. Okay, let's go even further. Let's see. One. That's not possible. Okay. Okay. We're going into heavy debug mode. Actually, this is not the way to go. Let me just do it like this. Starting value. Yes, sir. Wait a sec. I know what's wrong. You guys saw it too, just didn't tell me. No worries. This starting value is a list, so it's saying it contains the list, which is not true, of course. Okay. What we are gonna do is say, okay, let's make this a little bit more robust. So we're gonna iterate over all the values of the first list. So we'll say starting values. Sorry, starting values. Thank you. This is a lot more clear. Starting values, starting. Hello? Okay. So what we're gonna do is the following. For final starting value in box read. This is a list of string starting values. We're gonna expect that the system under test contains the starting value. Oh yeah. And then this one is, it expects it contains the value to be added, so the new value, this one. It's actually the value to be added. Yeah, okay. Now this should work. Now, another thing I was saying, okay, so this list, we now made it growable. Actually, we don't want to do that, like in the real world. So we'll put it back. Okay, let's first get this thing running. See that it succeeds. Yes! Yes! Okay. Now, let's make this non-growable again, and then it will fill. Right? Just like it should. Because it will fill on this method. Add. So the proper way to do this is, okay, we are getting the current and the current. We're gonna add the current to the current list, to the new list, and then add this value as well. So now it makes a new list like this. Or what we could do is list from, oh, is it possible? No, I don't think this is possible. It should. We can do this as well. Yeah. Yeah, well, that was possible, but let's just do it like this then. So we'll add all the values of the current and then the value to be added. So it creates a new list. And now this should work as well. If mistaken. Boom shackle. We did it. Alright, next test. Let's keep the pace up. Scenario. Let's test the next method. So for the other test, we also tested the force update functionality. Shall we do that as well? What you can do is here, when you have the force update, so a big difference between a regular value listenable value notifier is that this one will trigger a rebuild if the value is the same, if force update is true as well. So yeah, we wanted to test that. Shall we test that? Yeah, we should test that. Let's do it the right way. Okay. I don't want to do that. What is this? Did I make it read only? But we'll test that later though. Let's first figure out how to test the add method. Let's write it from scratch entirely. So unit scenario. Oh shit. Using the list informer dot add. Okay, you guys see it? Yeah. Using the list informer dot add method to add a value. Could we have done that as well here? Current. No, that's what failed, right? Yeah. I'm wondering if this will fill as well then. So basically doing the same. I think it will. We'll see. Alright, steps. Give me some steps. Let's first create some examples. Or just one example. We'll start with a starting value of start, and then why are we making this so hard for ourselves? It doesn't have to be a list, right? The starting value. We'll just say okay. Start, and then the second value is end. Oh, I knew it was gonna be the end. What time is it? 8 o'clock. Okay. Relax. Given the list informer is at starting value, alright. What do we want to do? Then it's okay. Are we going to compare the starting value? Yeah. So we'll say final starting value is example dot first value, and we'll say system on the test update the this thing with starting value. Will this work? Yeah, nice. And then we'll say expect system on the test contains starting value. True. See if this works. Work. Now we can isolate the scenario and run it on its own, but yeah, whatever. So this works. This works, yo. Now let's see if what I was saying is right. So this is a non-growable list. I'm expecting if I say add here, yo, that it will fill. It doesn't fill. Then why? Interesting. So somehow, when we use update current, it is non-modifiable. Is it because of this method? I don't know. Ah, right. Is it because of this? Let's see. What if we make this like this? Now it gives the same. No. Right. Will it run like this? Right. Cannot add to an unmodifiable list. So in here it becomes unmodifiable, but if we interesting. So this is not modifiable, and if we do it like this, then it is. Like this. Weird. Is it because this is const? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue. Given. So these examples are getting pretty big, right? We might wanna put them in their own class. Just saying. Or we can keep using the folding and the expanding, which is also fine. For me at least. Yeah, okay, let's keep it like this. Alright, given. When you give something, don't expect anything in return. Given the list informer is a starting value. When the list informer gets updated. When the list informer gets updated. What are we testing again? Which method? The add. Gets its value updated with the list informer add method. I'm being a little bit inconsistent with calling stuff informer with lowercase and then uppercase, and I'll try to use this when I'm referring to the list informer. I think I'm fine here. What I think I'm doing. Yeah. Or maybe it's just in my head. Whatever. Whatever. Okay. When the list informer gets its value updated with the list informer from the add method. So that's what we're gonna do. Because this is the when. You know, the when usually doesn't do an expect or something. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. Cool. Can you? When the list informer gets its value updated by the add method, so what we're gonna do is final value to be added is example second value. Cool. Then we'll say system on a test add value to be added. That's it. Should we add logging as well? Let's get into the habit of adding good logging. Setting starting value. Starting value on its way, because I just got a message that my food is on its way. Starting value is set. Info. Adding new value with add method. Success. New value added. Alright. When then the list informer should have both the starting value and the value that was added. Pretty cool. All right, now let's see. Let's do the test again. So this time we know it's only one value. Comparison with this one. That's why we're iterating over this one, in case we want to add an example where, you know, the first list has multiple values. We can do that. Okay, another value. Another one. Then this works. Now, since we only have one value here as an example, as a starting value, we're just gonna do this. Expect system on the test value contains the box read. Box reads. Do we have to do that? Nope. Starting value. And it will say true. True, true, true. True to the game. Did we write it here? No, we didn't. Box write. Starting value. Didn't do this one either. Box right. Value to be added. We can do this easier, by the way, like this. Cool. Now, let's see if this works. Yo. So we added a new example to the previous test and we created the second test. So the new example works. See? Nice. But our new test doesn't work. See, that's the power of examples. We just created a new test just by adding a new example. Pretty cool if you ask me. Let's see. Expected true. What's going on? What's going on? Which one is it, by the way? Is it, which one is failing? Let's see if we can see which one is failing. Yeah, starting value. So this does not contain the starting value. Why not? Do I need to take another break? No. My food is on its way, so I will take a break. Then I'm quite a fast eater, so I'll be back. I think within 5 minutes, or maybe not. Why is this fading, guys? Why is this? Why is this? Do you know? It can't be the same reason. Like before, right? So the starting value is just start, and it should contain it. Don't have to do this, by the way. Okay. This is my debug print shortcut. Not very professional, I know, but I love it. Start end. Am I making a typo? I'm making a typo. That's why these symbols are not really a good way to do this, writing these values. But hey, yeah, it does look better. Like you could also do this. That would not have prevented the typo still. But best way to go about it is like you create these keys here somewhere. Something like, yeah, okay, the best way to go about it is create, I can't even see this, would be make something like const keys, and then say static const, okay, static const, first value key is first, and then you would use that here and there. Could do that, It's a bit more robust. However, we could also just say, okay, this is the first value. And first value, second value. Tests are probably never really going to be that big that you're not aware of which number is which. I'm saying that carefully, but it should work. Cool, we did it. Next. Excuse me. Add. Then we have to remove. I think we can pretty much copy this one and do using the remove to remove a value. And the example would be start middle and end, and then the thing you want to remove is of course the end. We don't want things to end, we just want to keep going. So here we'll say setting starting value. So we have to remember, right, this is already a list, this is the starting value, so remove this one in this case, this, and then expect contains starting value. This is not right. What we should do is final for final starting value in starting value, okay. For final starting value in starting values. This should work because this is a list. Yes, okay. We're writing the starting values to number 1. When the list informer gets its value updated with the list informer add method. Add a new value with the add method. Removed. Gets its values updated with the list informer remove method. Then adding new value, removing with the list informer remove method. Yeah, see, this is what I mean with inconsistency. See. To do it properly. So hard on myself. Removing value with the list informer remove method. Point of value to be added is this one. System on the test, add value to be added. Yeah. No. Want to remove it. And we'll call this value to be removed. Very nice. Value removed. Oh yeah, this should work then, and then the list informer should not contain the value that was removed. And how are we going to test that? Well, let me tell you. We don't have to write this, by the way, starting values. We just skip this one, and then we expect this one to false, right? It should not contain the value to be removed. Alright, I'm just using 1 by the way instead of 0 because, you know, it's the first value. I'm a human, not a computer. I want to use 1. Nice, it fills. My food is there. Nice. Let me get a tip. I'll be right back. mic was already on. Yes, all right. Nice. Let's see what's going on. Unmodifiable. Cannot remove from. Aha. Okay, interesting. So remove is different then. I'm confused. I'm very confused. Wow, this is good. Nice. I love it. Amazing. Sorry guys. The food is good. So, right. It's unmodifiable from there. I just thought of something. We're gonna go into the list informer. Now, to make sure that this is always modifiable, do we want that? Should not be an issue. So what I wanted to do was, when you get this value, then I would say, okay, I got this value. Then I would say list, make it modifiable, but then it would be sort of modifiable. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but even if you don't want it to be, yeah, we don't want to force that, right? Now, I think the best way to go to do this is just make sure that this is not, yeah, shit. We just do this. We just have to do this. Because in practice, we'll leave the choice of having a modifiable list or not to the user. And in this case, we just have to say, okay, we do want it to be modifiable because we're testing the remove method. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. It's gonna work. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. So good. So good. Oh, how good. That was good. I love it. Yes, ladies and gents, we have arrived at the fifth method. Only this one is a little bit tricky, but let's continue. Remove last. Last. Everybody good job. Break fast. You know that song? If you do, then you have good taste in music, my friend. Remove last. Remove last. Last. Using the list informer remove last method to remove a value. Unit example. Sure. Is at starting value. When the list informer gets its values updated with the last value removed with the list informer dot remove last method. Then we can say, okay, final value that was removed. You get that from this method if it removes it. Exactly. So what we're gonna do is we have the value that was removed. We'll write it here. Say okay, one value that was removed, and then we can say system.out.test contains box read one false again because this one was removed. Yay. So if this works, yeah. This one was pretty fast, right? Cool. Yep. All right. Now, last one. And then I think we should call it a day. And then tomorrow we'll do the map informer. Damn it. No time. Or maybe I'll continue with the stream. And just go to bed a little bit later. Sleep a little less. and be a little more tired. Who knows? Oh. What the hell is this? Ah, I should have used this. The sauce for my food. One more present for me. It's a burger. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I love it. Oops. It's a little bit kapot. Oh, great. That's not a proper napkin. Alright, the burger's okay-ish. Had better, sorry. Anyway, let's test the last method. So let's first just analyze the method, see what's going on here. So what this method does is it will update a value given a certain test. If it satisfies the test, it will update the value. If it doesn't find a test, it doesn't do anything. Cool. Let me get another bite. So we'll test that with this one. This will be the starting value, and then we'll say we'll create a map with the value. Oh. What was that? I don't know what that was. We'll say end should be another middle. So the second value in this example is the word that needs to be replaced with another middle. You got that? Now, here comes the power of examples again. we can also do, what we also want to test is that if it's not there, the value, then it should do nothing. So we'll say another middle, and well, this is gonna fill. This will fill. Yes, it will. Well, fill. This will not update. No, it won't. Alright, given a list informers at starting values. Sorry, I need to change this. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so don't tell anyone, because that's not a good sign. Okay? Shit. Alright, given the list informer is at starting values, setting starting value. Alright. Starting values. Yes. Actually, that starting value was fine. Whatever, I'm not going to change it again. Let's take another bite, yeah? Okay, thank you. Just checking if I ordered anything else, because I'm still hungry. Okay. When the list informer tries to update its values with the informer dot what's it called? Update first where or no method, then the list informer should only be updated if the first where test was true. Let's put this in. Okay. So, let's see. Log info. Updating list informer values with nice AI. Thank you. System on a test. Update first where or no. So value equals damn it. Value to be updated is example second value. Second value. value to be updated, sorry. So what do we want to do? It is nothing with this value, because you're going to get the value that you want to update. Just like update current. But what we want to do is give it the value to be, no, wait a second. This is the map to be updated, and then we'll say map to be updated. Do we have access to a tuple here? No, I don't think we do. Damn it. Okay, we just made this an array. Then we'll say first here. And then we'll last. Okay. Then we can add a little bit of logging, saying okay, info. One setting at once. Right, I'm not setting it once here. Right, this won't even work because it will reset every time. Never mind. I was gonna add some cool logging, but this is too much work. Let's just say informer dot update first where or no call succeeded. You know what I mean? Succeeded and stuff. The list informer should only be updated if first where test was true. Alright, yeah. Nice. So, first part, list informer should only be updated. So how are we gonna check if it's updated? Right, so if does this return anything? Yes, it does. Right, okay, final updated value. And then we'll say something like box right 0 1 updated value. If box read updated 1 is not known, that means it was updated. then we can expect that the system on the test value, no, system on the test contains let me just check. Yeah, okay, that is fine. What does it return though? To be updated. Value is okay. Okay. It returns the value that we gave it, so it will return this one. This one. We'll do it like this. We'll just put in a boolean here saying if the result is not null, then it's true, right? Got that right. Then the second one, what we also want to know is the value that we just put here. This one. Box, right. Second is the value to be updated last. Okay. So we expect it to contain that value. Box read 2. True. Now if it's not updated, then do you see what I'm seeing? See a pattern. So we're saying, okay, we're expecting this system on a test to contain red 2 if the result is not null. Here, box read, true. And I think that this should work for both examples. No, it doesn't. Nice. Interesting. Map. Who's saying I'm using a map? Second value. Right. It's actually working, guys and girls. I think. I'm feeling a little bit sick from the food. Oof. Let's take another bite. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this burger. I don't mind if it's a little bit red, you know, but this one is really borderline. That's how you say that in English. Yeah. Shit. Those are my glasses that I broke 5 times already. Oops. Okay. We did it. We got all the... Oh. Yeah, no. Nice. Nice. Okay, we did it. We did it. We did it. Let's add it to the real test. To the real test. To the test file that we have here. And if we do run them all right now. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this package is tested to the bone. Yeah, so let me see. There's still one thing that we didn't test is the force update stuff. We can make one test for it. It's a pretty cool test. But it's pretty annoying as well. Yeah. Alright, let's just do it. Copy again. Testing if the notify testing if force update testing if values testing if double values only update when scenario should be like it's kind of a should scenario value should only notify listeners double value should only notify listeners when force update is true. Double value, is that clear enough? What I mean, it's not double value, it's mean value that is already value. How can I say this? Double value should only existing value should only notify listeners when the force update is true. Okay. We are going to make a new list informer for this, so it doesn't matter that we made one already up here. If we define it here, then this one will override it. So let's do that and say, okay, we're also gonna have a mock. So list informer is list informer. Force update is true. Wait a second. Alright, we're gonna make 2 scenarios. Sorry, I zoned out a little bit, but I was thinking about how to do this, and the best way to do this is make 2 scenarios. We'll change the description for this one as well, so existing value should only, not only, because we're not gonna test a different scenario, we'll do that in another scenario. Existing value should notify listeners when force update is true. Okay, force update is true here, and what we're gonna do is something very cool. We're gonna create a mock, notify mock. Is notify mock, and what this one does, it just has one value method, but because it's a mock, we can test how many times this method has been called. Now, the list informer has a real notify listeners from the change notifier here. Notify listeners, you see? So we cannot test. We cannot test this one because it's all deep down here. It's being extended from another class. Can we make this abstract, by the way? Yep. So in order to do test it, whether the method is being called, what we can do, something very cool, is add a listener here, and then notify mock, notify listeners. Now every time notify listeners is being called from the list informer, this one gets called as well, and that's how we can test how many times the real one has been called, because it's one-on-one. Saw this on Stack Overflow yesterday. I was like, cool. Didn't think of that. Okay, one thing we have to do though is add this one, the notify mock. Add it to the mocks. Oh. That scared me a little bit. You saw that? Then what else? Return the list informer. Alright. So this system under test. Let's go. Is there anything we want to do for each test? Yeah, we do. So set up each. What we want to do is I think we want to reset the mock. Right. This was the way to go. My bad. So you don't do it here. Right? You just do this and this. Right? So you don't do it in the system on the test setup, you do it in the setup each. You add the mock, you add the listener, and then you tear it down again. Tear it down, you mother. Okay. Examples. What are we doing? We don't have examples in this one. It's nice to have a test with no examples, so you'll see that also works. Actually, let's have an example, like input. It's a very simple one. So the first value, the starting value, is going to be start, and then that's it. Given the list inform as at starting value, setting starting value, starting value, system on the test update starting value. I have to make it a list again because it's a string, not a list of strings, and then update it. Then this is fine. Starting value is set. Alright. Then when the list informer gets updated with the same value, while force update is true, of course, not of course, but we're in the test for the force update being true, so it is kind of course, but just to improve the logging a little bit, while force update is true. I'm done with the logging. Never mind. I'm not updating updating the value with the same. Updating the list informer with the same. With the current value. Right. We don't have to have. We don't have to have an example. Let's just do it with an example. But we don't have to have an example, by the way. What we could just do is system on a test and then... wait a second. Yeah, we don't have to have an example. We're just gonna do it like this. Given list informer has a value, okay? We're not gonna set it. We're just gonna say expect system on the test is not empty. We're just gonna check this. Success list informer has a value. Okay, and now we know that it has a value because we're gonna add it here. System on a test. So for each system, For each scenario, we update it with the start value in the setup each, and then that's right before we do we're adding the listener. So this one will not trigger a listener. I could improve this here as well, by the way, in this test, but we're not gonna do that. Oh shit, that was the wrong one. Okay, tear down each. This is fine. Sorry. Tear down each. This is fine. Given the list informer has a value. Yes, sir. It has a value of this because it was just set there. When the list informer gets updated with the same value while force update is true. So what we are going to do is none of this stuff. Is this? We're going to say system on a test update value, system on a test value. And we're updating it with the same value. You got that right? And what we can do is expect it then. Expect that the system on the test value current value is system on the test value, and we'll say current value, and then say expect current value system on the test value to be the current value. Then we know that this one is the same as this one now. That the value hasn't changed basically. Okay. Starting value, and then we'll say success. System on the test has same value after update. Whoop, cool, very nice, I love it. Then the list informer should only be updated if first where test was true. Well, that's not true. It's not this test, Crazy man. Okay, then focus. The list informer gets updated with the same value while force update is true. Then damn, we're doing this test wrong. I just realized, because well, not really wrong. We can do this test for all the methods, make one, but we don't want to do that. That's a lot of work, and we're just gonna test all the methods in one test. So let's step back for a little bit. Given that the list informer has a value, when the list informer gets updated with the same value, gets updated with all its methods with the same value while force update is true. The list informer gets updated with all its method with the same value while force update is true. Okay, starting value is this. Now we're just gonna have to do all that. I'll do all that. Do all the updates, right? Current. And then we'll do this here. It's the same value, same value. Then we'll have, what was the other one again? Let's get the list informer involved. Can you see it? Yeah, okay. So, update current. Yes, sir. Add, remove. Okay. Expect expect system on the test. Actually, it's only those two methods. Yo. This forward gets updated with all its update methods. The same value. First two, then notify listeners should have been called twice, despite with its two update methods. Notify listener should have been called twice, despite it being the same value. Alright, system on test starting value, expect value starting value, system update. Okay, then that's it. Check. Now the cool part is we're gonna verify that, yeah, you can go. We're gonna verify that this mocks dot read. What was the mock again? It was a notify mock. Notify mock. All right. Notify listeners. Called twice. Ladies and gentlemen, please. Okay, we lost the main method here. Well, we might as well do it down here. Void main. Maybe just main. Thank you. This informer feature. And then test. Yo, alright, yo. Cool. Nice, so it works. We did it. Okay, now I'm really happy. Ooh, it's already 2020 almost. Yeah, I gotta go. When you know you gotta go, you gotta go. When you gotta flow. Let's add these methods. Let's add these tests here. Cool, guys. We did a lot of stuff today. So edit the list informer. Test. Yeah, that's what we did. That's what we did, yo. Yeah. That's what we did. We did it. Anyway, scripts, this can go. Anything else I want to do? I want to add? No. Shall we push this? Is this the right version? What's going on? Where am I? Yeah, I think so. Change log. You know it. Okay. Excuse me. Nice, guys and girls, of course. We did it. So yeah, to round it up, this is something that I want to do every stream. I need to make a thumbnail for this stream, so I'm gonna do that with OpenAI AI. Really cool. And we're gonna create some cool stuff. I still have how many credits? Is it 26? Should be enough for now. I just want to make a cool thumbnail. It's gonna be something like this. I still need to know if I can already update my other stream, by the way. 2 new followers. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Charles. And thank you, Sakria. Really cool. Really cool. I keep saying that. Really cool. Really cool. Okay. How does Twitch work again? Right, okay. Let's see if I can. Earlier today, I wasn't able to upload a thumbnail. Still not possible. Changes error. What? Damn it. YouTube then. Yeah, this one did work. Alright. Anyway. Never mind. That's me. No viewers. Damn it. I don't know if I have any viewers right now. I disabled the viewer count. So I'm not distracted by it. If there's anyone watching, thank you. Let's make something cool. So I was thinking about yeah, I keep going back to a monster with a monster on a spaceship with computers and apps and mobile telephones as weapons. Heading towards Earth. Colorful. Fantasy style. Let's see if this works. A monster on a spaceship with computers and mobile telephones as weapons. Nice. Wow. Really cool. Which one do you like best? I like them all, to be honest. Damn. This one, I think I'm gonna use this one. So cool. Okay, we're gonna use this one. Let's first download it. Let me think. No, we're not gonna download it yet, are we? No. We are going to add another frame. Really cool. Really cool. I keep saying it. Why do I keep saying it? So, what this monster on a spaceship is being greeted by an army of bugs with mobile telephones as weapons, defending their queen. I don't know. How would that look like? This is so cool. Wow, This one is really cool. Like you can see that there are bugs. This one has a bit more, yeah. But they kind of look like they belong together, you know. Not sure what you want to pick. I think I'm gonna go for this one. And then we'll add another one, of course, because why not, you know? A wall of a spaceship with holes in it, with holes that have cyborg arms coming out of it. So this is like the spaceship that you see here, and then it's gonna have holes with cyborg arms coming out of it. Honestly, right now this is the coolest part of the stream. Interesting. I didn't really know what to do with this one. No, we're not gonna accept this one. A cyborg that is hurt, laying on the ground, smiling, with a mobile telephone. See, I want to let the mobile telephone come back each time because that represents apps, and we're making apps, you know. So I drink another one of my decaf coffee. Damn, man, are you okay? Amazing. This one looks the weirdest. Let's do it. Alright, then a professor, a mad scientist that rose from the dead, ready for battle. Getting weirder and weirder, right? Oh shit. I didn't move the frame. I think this is so cool. Cool. This is really cool. Like, how can you? Oh my god. Yes, Alright, we're gonna accept this one. And then should we do another one? Let's see if we can get. What was the first one again? I don't remember. It was a monster on its way to Earth or something. What's it called again? We'll see here. Right, this one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should we make it even longer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, alright. Yeah, that's alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then we'll have another one at the end. So one at 1, one at 5, and one at 10. Is that okay? Or we'll stop at 9. It's getting a little bit of a weird style here going on. I don't like it. No, cancel. Let's try again. These are really cool. This one as well. Yeah, perhaps this style is just forcing it to do a different style right now. Nope. Let's say we have a garden of flowers in space. Poisonous. Do you write it that way? Poisonous. 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 I wrote it the right way. A garden of poisonous flowers in space with spiders. With spiders. That's it. I think we kind of took a wrong turn here with this art style. It's gonna keep giving us this type of art. But I want it to be more like this, like sketchy. Let's try it one more time. Sketchy. A monster with multiple arms holding a mobile telephone, ready to attack. Sketchy, colorful fantasy style. This one is pretty cool. Right? And this one as well. This one or this one? I think this one. It's more unique. Then we have another one. Just try this one again. The end of time. Let's end it with that one. I thought I said that yesterday. We're gonna end every series of pictures with this one. Okay. Creature with books surrounded by hourglasses and father time. Yes, let's just end it here. Now let's make a thumbnail. So what I usually do is I go, look how cool. Crazy, right? Really cool. Say it again. Really cool. Really cool. So I need to find a way. Let's see. Shape. Right. If I can just make this black. I think that's fine. Right. Do the same here. Maybe we should increase the line height. Yes. Line spacing, letter spacing. Exactly. Exactly. This looks cool as well. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Something like this. Can we change the radius here? Can't I just give that a background or something? Okay, whatever. Whatever. Let's put a little Flutter logo here. Cool. Wonder if anyone's ever gonna notice. What else? Shall we put this little crazy dude over here? Ah, I didn't make pictures yet. Damn it. Shall we make one real quick? Oh, my phone is not here. No, I'm not gonna do it. Let's just use an old picture. This one. Very much going on in this one. Anyway, let's wrap it up because I want to go to bed. This is the fourth. The fourth. Alright, we have our thumbnail. And then what else? think that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna upload the thumbnail to YouTube and to Twitch, if Twitch allows me to do so. Oh, yo. Like, nice. Hey, why is that so cut off? Did this go well? I think it did. No? Maybe not. Unexpected token. Okay. Or did it work? I think it worked. Cool. Alright, guys and girls, thank you for watching again. And yeah, hopefully see you tomorrow. Not sure if I'm gonna stream in the morning because yeah, I need to take some rest. My body has been telling me that I've been doing too much, so I'm taking that seriously, and I need to take some rest sometimes. But I might as well be there. Just gonna see how well I sleep tonight. Anyway, if I'm not here tomorrow morning, then I'll be here tomorrow evening, where we'll start with the Map Informer unit test, and then I'm guessing we can finally wrap it up. Let me check real quick. So we got this one covered, this one. I think I want to improve the Gherkin test packages with a use mocks method, setup mocks. And after that, I think we'll do the Cloud Firestore API. Yep. All right. Thank you. And